again, winning those games, we're thinking about winning, getting points. You know, if the other team scored first, or if we get a bad call in the second period, and the other team us off our game, we lost our focus from there. But we just concentrate on the focus. You know, the process, as we like to say, in the next shift, each guy just going out and doing it the right way. We found a lot easier to get back to our team.
Look, you've got the final game coming on Sunday against Oklahoma City, and then you're in the playoffs. What is there anything you're looking at for Sunday to need the guys to do, or what's going to?
Just, you know what, it's just a matter of making sure we stay sharp with our game right now, and you know, sharp with the execution level, sharp with the work ethic level, and sharp with the, you know, our system play and our team concept right now. We want to make sure that you know, it's not a switch that you can just flip when we go into game one against whatever opponent we're facing. We want to make sure that we're hitting our stride before then. And, you know, I feel good about the game that we've been playing and where we're at. But, you know, with this long layoff, we got to make sure that we bounce right back to where we were at.
Speaking of being sharp and also the long layoff, you've got a lot of guys who are key to the team, going to be key to the team in the playoffs up in Minnesota right now. How does that affect what you're out here practicing? How does that kind of affect chemistry things and sharpness and all that kind of stuff?
Well, certainly chemistry-wise, I mean, our line combinations, our power play, you know, units, or everything is different because those guys are up there. So even on a day like today, when we're working things, there's different guys on the ice that they're going to be playing with in game one of the playoffs. But you know, I think that one thing that we do have is a lot of consistency in the way we play the game. You know, line one's going to go over the boards and they're going to play the same way as line two, line three, and line four. And because of that, I think guys can fill into different positions and read off each other a lot better than you know, maybe if we didn't play quite as structured a game or as much of a team concept that we have.
What's going to be the key for the team in the playoffs? Just going out there, following the system, following your process, going out there, concentrating on that?
I think the biggest thing, again, is you get into the playoffs and there's a lot of focus, there's a lot of attention on the other team and the opponent and things that they do, and you start to become more familiar with them and they become more familiar with you. But the biggest thing that I've found is the teams that can focus on themselves and the things that they do well and the things that they bring to the table, and they go out and execute those things, and they're the team that's going to be the most successful. You know, if we're playing Texas, for instance, we can't go into that game thinking they do this and this is how we have to counter it. We have to do the things that we've been successful at all year. Now there's going to be some adjustments with that, but again, we have to stay true to what we are and who we are as a hockey team.
You know, there haven't been a lot of Houston teams that can talk about the playoffs here lately. It's been a bad run for the city, but you got to be happy to obviously be one of it.
We are. You know, I think this is a great, absolutely outstanding sports city, and you know, to be able to represent Houston here in the playoffs and hopefully have a great run. And you know, ultimately what we all want to do is bring a championship here. And we've got a team that has that potential. We've got the character first and foremost. We've got the leadership, and we've got the skill level you know, we believe that we're poised and set for a long playoff run here. And you know, I've been a part of championship teams here in Houston, and I know what kind of excitement that can bring, and I'd like for some of our young guys to experience that as well.
So, Mike, your first year's coach in the playoffs, did you think it was going to be this easy?
I would not at one point ever thought that it was easy. You know, there was not many things that I thought were easy about this year, except working with the group of guys that we have. You know, there's a ton of character on our team, and they make my job easy.
Yeah, talk about how this team has grown from November in the early part of December, where the team was really struggling to get together, you know, come together, get all the parts to mesh, and then after that Christmas break, the team just took off. Just talk about that transformation.
Sort of expected that. You know, even when talking to Dan Bilesma about this move, and he said you're going to find, probably because you're going in, you're trying to change a lot of things, it's going to take you probably close to 30-40 games for things to really start to hit their stride. I was a little bit optimistic and hopeful that it wouldn't take that long, and I could see parts of it in place early, and I felt good about the direction we were going despite not getting the results. You know, and then I think that really once it hit about that 30-game mark, 35-game mark, I felt confident that we were going the right way. And then certainly once you start to get the results, it helps to reinforce all the things you're talking about, and it just sort of snowballed from there.
Thanks, Mike.
Okay.
Hey, Coach, how would you compare this team to the 1999 team that you played on that won the title?
Well, there's a lot of similarities to the team. I mean, the skill level is great for one thing, but first and foremost, you know, the two things that team has and this team has is a real close group. Guys that care about each other, guys that want to go to war for each other out there. We got great character in this locker room, and you know, I think that you know, obviously the leagues are different. You know, that was the International Hockey League. This is the American Hockey League. I think the players are a little bit better now than they were then, but the ingredients are there to follow the same success.
Excellent. Well, the young man that just walked past you, Matt Hackett, how would you describe his play since getting the starting job when Khudobin got traded?
Yeah, well, you know what? I mean, there was a bit of risk involved there because he's a first-year guy, but we had a lot of confidence in him and what he could do, and I think it was just a matter of, you know, some people, you don't realize how much potential they have until you give them that opportunity to reach it, and he was a guy that we believed in, and he's really risen to the occasion, and this will be a great test for him because, you know, what you do in the regular season is one thing, and then you get to the playoffs, it's another step, and it's another level. The game is faster, it's more intense, and there's going to be more traffic in front of the net. He's going to have to battle through that, so it's going to be a great experience for him.
Cool. Thanks, Coach. Congrats.
You're welcome.
Questions for you?
Yeah, absolutely.